right, cool. All right, so this is Hatter here, and today we are trying some pickle beer and some other pickle stuff. And I got my good buddy Doc here, and
This is Faye.
Faye, some old buddy of mine. And I've got myself a pickle beer that is the blue Pabst Blue Ribbon, and then Doc has the pickle beer that is the
Donna's.
Donna is also both. Yeah, they're both carried at Bevmo right now. The whole idea is to try the pickle beer and see if it's gross, which it probably is.
Yeah, the Pabst Blue Ribbon. The Pabst Blue Ribbon was sold out, so I went with the Donna's. I was told the Donna's was a little bit better by the people at Total Wine and More.
Yeah, the guy at Bevmo was like, are you sure you want the Pabst? Because there's another one that tastes better. And I was like, I saw it, and it's more expensive, but you're probably right, because Pabst is terrible. But just for the experiment of, maybe it's bad, but we're going to do it anyway. I've had pickle beer before. There's one from a Texas brewery. I can't think of the name. I think it's like Milton House Breweries or something like that. And they do a pickle beer that they've brought out to Wasteland a couple times. But anyway, this is Pabst Blue Ribbon one, and you've got yours. So we're gonna pop these open here. Now I'm gonna try mine first, and then I want you to try.
You want
yours.
it first or me?
I don't know.
Either one of you can try it first.
Want.
Well, Nate's gonna go first.
I'm gonna go first. Yeah, so we don't talk over each other when we're trying.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's definitely tastes basically like drinking pickle brine, which is actually kind of
great,
better than I expected. Because the one from Milton House Breweries tastes mostly like Bud Light mixed with pickle juice. and we usually cut that one with a darker beer. Like we'll mix that and like Dos Equis together. And it'll be a much better beer. But just it by itself is just not that drinkable. It's more of like, you're like, here, try this, and then you watch everybody's reaction, and then you pass it around the group, and everybody does that cringe face, and you're like, haha, we all tried the pickle beer. But
So
if you actually want
to... It's the Malort of beer.
Huh?
It's the Malort of beer.
Very much so. But if you actually want to enjoy it, you cut it with the Dos Equis, and it's actually pretty good.
All
right.
Go ahead, try it.
Yeah, this isn't bad. It's kind of like drinking pickle juice with a slight beer aftertaste. It's not horrible.
I love pickle juice. I really like it. It tastes like pickle juice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one is really done well too. I mean, does it have like a hoppy bitter flavor, or is it just the sour pickle?
It's just
It's
the
like
sour.
a light hoppiness as like an aftertaste, but it mostly tastes like I just opened a jar of pickles and started drinking it.
But not quite as strong. Like if I were to get a jar
watered down.
kosher pickle juice and drink it, it's not quite as sour. It's definitely a pickle taste, but a little less sourness.
It's good.
A lot more, to me, probably better than just straight pickle juice because that gets like too sour too fast.
Yeah. No, it's definitely like watered down. It's like diluted. But.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good review. Yeah, this one, I would say there's not really much of a hoppy aftertaste at all. It's definitely more because Pabst is often kind of a lighter beer anyway, but also Pabst always leaves this gross taste in your mouth, like you've just burped a large beer burp, and it just stays with you all the time. That's what Pabst tastes like normally to me. It's the type of beer that we all know what Pabst is. You buy it when you're broke. Like
right?
it's known for that, and you bought it. You bought it when you were young and underage, and paying someone to buy beer for you. Like you didn't drink Pabst because you wanted it. You drank it because you could get it.
I mean, the last time I drank Pabst had been like 4 years ago in Oregon, and the only reason I got it is because apparently it's on tap in a lot of bars in Oregon, and I've never seen Pabst on tap anywhere. So I'm like, well, I kind of got to try Pabst on tap just for the experience.
Of course it's on tap in Oregon, because Oregon's full of, like, dirty, grunge, gutter punks. And they love And they love Paps.
And I'm saying this as we're on the side of the road, illegally drinking alcohol on the streets of Berkeley, California, right down the street from Berkeley College, in front of Rasputin Music, where we get our vinyl.
That's great. That's great. I love it. I'm just drinking it at my home, of course. But no, I love the fact that you just pulled over and you're like, we're just gonna drink it right here.
Well, the time constraints with you working your graveyard shifts, and we have a kind of a busy schedule today too. So I'm like, we're just gonna have to pull over the side of the road if we're gonna want to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're just gonna have to go for it. Well, yeah, and effort of letting you guys get back to the rest of it. Why don't we? How comfortable do you feel about like finishing the beer so whoever's driving, maybe not, but whoever isn't, so you don't drive with like an open beer in the car?
I mean, I'm driving, but I think one beer will be fine. So, especially sharing it. So, if they drink as much as they can, I'll finish the rest. And yeah, we could do that.
All right, let's do a little chug.
I also like really have to pee, so this is probably not the best idea.
That's
But
great.
I already have to go.
And we have to run about a half hour from here to pick up some cupcakes before the cupcake shop closes. And she's not going to be able to go until we actually come after that.
That's probably a terrible idea.
Wow. Just like marathon, just chug a beer and then hold it.
Yep.
I can't chug this shit.
Okay. All right, let's chug the rest.
You can chug.
Done.
Thank you for sharing a beer with me, both of you. I appreciate that. That was pickle tasting beer. All right, I'm going to go ahead and we'll keep this phone call short. I've got some other pickle things I'm going to try live or just record right now, and then I'll post this all on YouTube later.
Sounds good. See you later, buddy.
Yeah, thank you for participating with me. See you both later.
Oh, of course.
Have a great
We should
day.
do this again with other things. This is fun.
Yeah, no, we totally have to. Even if they're short little 5 minutes like this, it's still going to be great.
All right. Love you, brother. See you later.
All right. Love you guys. Later. All right, this is Hatter. Welcome to my little studio here. This is very much an impromptu video because we got some various pickle flavored things and we're going to try them. I just got off the phone with my buddy Doc. He is a former Wastelander. He might go again at some point. Who knows? But what we tried was the pickle beers that have recently come out. One from Pabst Blue Ribbon. And then he had one from another brewer. It will be attached, of course, to the front part of this video. Matter of fact, when I edit this all together, you will have just got done watching that part. But right now, because I don't have everything set up to go completely live, I've had to do my makeshift studio behind me with my black divider wall and my little Wasteland flag. It's very much we do what we can today. So, earlier we got my live reaction to this pickle beer. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's actually really good, to be honest. It's definitely very much a pickle brine with a little bit of beer in it. It very much tastes like drinking straight pickle brine, which is actually kind of what I want. I don't typically like Pabst. I will drink it if it's available and if it's all I can get, if it's the cheapest beer I can get. But for the most part, Pabst is definitely not my go-to drink. So what we also have today, and I'll be posting some other videos because I've done some pickle tasting stuff, and there's some other videos I can do that is me tasting some pickle stuff like in the park near my apartment. But for now, what we're doing today is we're going to taste the Pickle Punch Warhead. It's, of course, a sour warhead that has a pickle soaking in it. We are going to taste the Pickle in a Pouch Chamoy Edition. So that should be a spicy pickle. And we're going to taste the Pickle Roulette Candy. So they should be sour apple or pickle. They can be one or the other. Let's start with the candy, actually. Okay, so we're going to open this. Okay, we're going to try this first one. So this is going to be either sour apple, smells like sour apple, or pickle. Let's try it. That first one is definitely sour apple. Definitely sour apple. Next one. Let's try this one. That's the pickle. That's actually really good. Oh, that is good. Oh, these are dangerous. That pickle one was actually better than the sour apple. That's the pickle again. Mmm. It's like pickle, but it's sugary and sour. So it's got that pickle bitter brine to it, but it's sugary and it's sour. It's actually really good. Okay, that's sour apple. So the sour apple is just sour apple tasting. It's very, very obvious. What you'll see is every single one looks exactly the same. So that's why it's that pickle roulette. I got these at Five Below. They're pretty damn good. I really like these. So I would say check them out. Let's have one more. Ooh, that's pickle. Okay. Okay. Pickle is good. Okay. Let's go with the chamoy next. Just in case it's kind of spicy, I want to use the other pickle to like wash it down with. It shouldn't be real spicy. Chamoy is like the Mexican candy, but you know, should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and we're gonna cut it open just to be safe because I've ripped these open before, and then if you don't hold them right, you rip too far and too quick, you end up spilling on yourself. So we're just gonna try this. Ooh, look at that color. Look at that color. Ooh, that's definitely chamoy. Look at that red color of that. Okay. We're going to try to eat this right over the bag just in case it has any juices. You get that better on camera. Oh, that's good. That is really good. So there was a thing a while back where they were doing like the candied pickles, and it was all over TikTok. And my partner came across it and was like, "We have to try this." And so we didn't order those specific ones because they were expensive. But we did. What my partner did do is find some cheaper ones, and then also find some stuff like this where you could like make your own or do your own. And they did candy, and they said that the candy ones, like the cotton candy one, was not great, but the chamoy one was really good. But I never actually got a chance to try it. And my partner doesn't always do like the live reaction on camera. They will just try stuff and then like tell me later. But anyway, my point is that I didn't get to try the chamoy back then, but trying the chamoy now is really good. Actually, this is really tasty. I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this whole freaking pickle. I love this. Okay, in the second bite, it's a bit more spicy. I'm definitely starting to feel the kind of chili powder candiness of the uh, chamoy pickle brand. It is a bit more spicy, but it's still really good. Each consecutive bite gets a bit more spicy for sure. Like I can start to feel it in my eyes. You know how when you eat something spicy and your eyes start to water a little bit? I can feel them welling up, even though they're not quite there yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then we're gonna wash it down with a can of the pickle beer. Like we're just gonna basically try. I mean, I've already had the pickle beer, and I'll be stitching that video onto this video, so you have already seen that. But to wash it down and keep everything within theme, we're going to drink the pickle beer and then we're going to try the Warhead pickle. All right, last bite. I can definitely taste the spiciness. I can definitely feel the welling up in my eyes. I can taste it on the back of my throat where you really get that burn. Let's go ahead and try it. All right, now, next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to try some of this pickle brine, because this is the straight chamoy pickle brine. So we're going to drink a little bit of this. I'm going to give you a reaction, and then we're probably just going to chug it. Why not? Let's go to the loony bin together. Ooh, it's like drinking like watered down hot sauce, but not like set your mouth on fire hot sauce. More like almost like a medium to mild hot sauce. It's pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and chug it. All right, so that is the chamoy pickle. Ooh, it is spicy when you chug it. Yeah, I can taste that in the back of my throat for sure. This one might stay with me a minute. So we're going to need a palate cleanser. My palate cleanser right now is pickle beer. I don't know how much of a palate cleanser that is, but we're sticking with a theme here. Pickle everything. Pickle, pickle, pickle. Because we know how we love our pickle in the apocalypse. Everybody needs some pickle. It's got electrolytes. It's got what plants crave. It's Brondo. I don't know. Pickle everything. Let's drink some pickle beer to wash down my chamoy pickle. Cheers to the chef. It actually turned my tongue a little red. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that beer is a good chaser. Okay, I said earlier that I might chug the beer, but I think I'll chug it after I try the other pickle thing. Okay? So, our next pickle thing is the Pickle Punch. Pickle in a Punch Warhead Edition Extreme Sour Dill. Now, the last time I did this, I tried a blue raspberry because that was what they had on hand at the Five Below. I got all of this stuff at Five Below except for the Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. That I got at Benmo. Okay, and I got a 6-pack and it was like $7.99 for the beer. Pretty good deal actually for beer. So we're going to try this. I tried the blue raspberry before. It was very, if I remember correctly, the blue raspberry, the pickle itself was very, it tasted mostly like blue raspberry, but with no sugar. Like it was a blue raspberry unsweetened. Or blue raspberry that had been made bitter by the pickle brine. And then the pickle brine itself was where all the sugar and the blue raspberry had actually accumulated. So that was very sweet, sugary blue raspberry with a little bit of pickle brine. If I remember this all correctly. There will be a video that I still need to post Uh, I think I have it all. I think I have it pretty edited. Maybe I'll try to post it today, tomorrow, something. Maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe never. Who knows? I will try to get it up. But if my description is different in that video and the way I'm remembering it is different, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. It was weeks ago that I tried it, and I'm trying my best to remember what it tasted like. They had it again, but I didn't want to try it again. I wanted to try something new. So anyway, we are going to try the sour dill. Cut this one open. One thing I wish this was like a resealable bag. Because if it was, I'd probably take a bite out of the pickle and put it back, or maybe cut the pickle and eat only a portion of it and put it back. But because it's like rip open, but it's not a resealable pouch, there's not really a great way for me to save it for later. So I'm just going to eat it. Okay, so we're going to try the sour dill. You can definitely smell it. It smells like sour dill. Let's take a bite. Ooh, that's good. That's good. It's a lot like the sour candy that I just had. Not quite as sweet. Definitely more of the dill pickle with a little bit of sourness to it and a little bit of kick to the back of the throat. So maybe the kick from the back of the throat is somewhat related to the chamoy one I just finished. Maybe it's somewhat related to the beer. It's not a completely we've wiped the palate clean type of taste test, but it's still got some good sour to it. It's a good pickle. We're going to go ahead and eat some more of it. We're going to see how it changes throughout eating the rest of it. And then we're going to try just the pickle brine. And then we're going to chug the beer. And then we're going to say my goodbyes and shut down the whole camera. Because very soon I have to go and get my nap in before I have to get ready for my overnight shift. I know I say nap like I'm a kid or something. But as an adult, especially as a middle-aged man who works graveyard shift, naps for the freaking win, especially before work. And I got to go to work later tonight. So we got to finish this and then take a nap, and then we'll be ready to go to work. So that is good. The second bite, you can definitely get more of that bitter pickle brine. I feel like as I eat this, it's actually more of a palate cleanser than the beer was from the chamoy pickle. That's actually really good. Uh, like I said, I get more and more of that bitter brine and a little hint of sour as I go. Honestly, if you didn't tell me that it was a sour pickle, I don't know if I could tell the difference. Because it tastes so much like pickle brine that there really isn't much sour. Especially as I eat more of it, the pickle brine takes over. Very much so. Alright, we've got like 2 more bites on this thing. Alright, so that last bit, definitely still really good. I definitely still very much enjoy it. Like I said, every bite of this has been a bit of an experiment. I didn't necessarily have a plan for any of this. I just kind of saw this advertisement for the pickle beer from Paps, and I was just like, I gotta go buy this. I gotta try this because, like I said, we've had the Milton House Brewery pickle beer out at Wasteland, And like that's okay, but it's very. I describe it as like pickle juice mixed with Bud Light. It's just way too light of a beer, and it's way too light on like the pickle brine ness of it. And so overall, it's just not great. But if you mix it with like a Dos Equis or maybe like a Corona, it becomes a much better beer. And then you still get that hint of pickleness to your stronger beer flavor, and that's actually really drinkable. You more like you hand it out to everybody to be like you want to see that cringe face where you all try something bad together. That's kind of how the pickle beer from Milton House Brewery at Wasteland is. Kind of like we had mustard beer and ketchup beer and ranch dressing beer and barbecue sauce beer. All of those were terrible. And it's very much like, here, try this because you want to see that oh, gross type of face. And you're not really looking for the people to enjoy it. But let's go ahead and finish this pickle, and then we're going to chug the pickle beer, and then we're probably going to call it pretty soon after that. So that last bit of pickle, and I always kind of notice is actually the most potent sour. It's like all of the juice collects there as you're eating it, and as you get that last bite, you really get that bit of sour splash into the back of your throat. So we're gonna go ahead and take a sample of this juice, and now I'm gonna let you know what the brine tastes like, and then we're gonna chug the brine, and then we're gonna, like I said, finish it off with the beer. Okay, so the brine's actually pretty good. It's very much like a standard pickle brine. It's got a tiny bit of sourness to it, but it's not super noticeable. So honestly, I would say as far as making a different tasting pickle, the chamoy is definitely the best one I've had. The blue raspberry is more like a candy pickle, but they don't go great together. And this one is just more like a straight dill pickle. A little hint of sour to it, but not much. But let's go ahead and chug it. It's honestly kind of weird to be chugging a drink like this and try to be self-aware of where the camera is and whether or not you're looking at it, whether or not you're pouring this right, whether or not I'm spilling it all over my beard. It's a little awkward, but it's still pretty good. Like I said, the brine itself is very regular pickle flavored. A little bit of sour to it, but not much. If you just want a straight pickle in a pouch, you're probably better off just buying a pickle in a pouch. If you want the Warhead one, honestly, neither the blue raspberry or the pickle sour pickle dill is going to give you a Warhead effect. Neither one of them is like the kind of squint your eye sour Warhead taste. Now, your own sourness tolerance can vary, obviously. My girlfriend likes giving me sour stuff because even though I'll eat it, you can see the reaction in my face. Matter of fact, I have a stash of some sour stuff that I can try real quick to kind of give you that feedback of what my face looks like when I try something really sour. This is some sour cane that she'd given me a while back. She didn't want to finish it all. I didn't necessarily want to finish it at the time, and so it's been kind of put away. If I can figure out where the hell I put it real quick, maybe I'll try it on camera. Let's see if we can get this drawer to shut. Oh, wait, there it is. I see it now. Okay. All right, so this is going to be our kind of... Oh, yeah, I can try these too. Okay, so I have these dill pickle dum dums that I had tried on a previous video, and since I haven't posted that video yet, I'll go ahead and try them again because I will get that posted, but I don't have an exact idea when right now. These ones I remember I didn't particularly like them, but let's try them anyway. No. Once again, these are like straight bitter brine. Like there's no like you when you eat a pickle, and even with the pickles that I just had, there's a bit of sourness behind a pickle brine that takes away some of the bitterness of the brine itself. This is like just straight bitter vinegar brine, is what it tastes like. They are not good. Maybe some people will like them. I feel like they're another thing where you're like, everybody take one and then everybody try it right now to get that cringe face from people. But you're not going to eat them because you like them. Yeah, do not like. But in the effort of we're finishing everything, I'm just going to take a big old bite of it. What do you think about that, Mr. Owl? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a brine dum-dum? Oh, it tastes worse in the center. Oh, it's so bitter. Oh. Get them and see what you think, but, no bueno. No good. All right, we're going to put that aside. I'm going to put it in this bag. Who cares? All the trash can just go in this bag. Okay. All right. As a show of how sour things affect me sometimes. Now, I like sour, and I like that kind of weird cringe face. I can't eat a lot of it, but I'll still eat it even with the weird cringe face. These are kind of melted. They're Sour King candy. This particular one is the... I don't know. It's like the multicolored flavor. We'll try a red one. Now these are like a gusher. So if you bite into it, you get like the sweet gusher candy in the middle. But I'll just kind of give you an idea of what my sour face looks like. And mind you, that is not played up for the camera. That is live, raw reaction. First time I've kind of seen what it looks like, because normally when I do it, I close both eyes. And so I don't even know what my face looks like when I'm doing that. My girlfriend has told me, and then she's tried to mimic the face. And this is the first time I've really forced my eyes to be open while doing it. I'm going to put these away. I might end up just eventually throwing this out, because this box that I'm storing in it has gotten gross and sticky as they've like melted in there. Because, well, they're not stored in the best way. But it's fine. I don't care. We're going to try that. We're going to put this all back together. And then we're going to chug some beer. All right. Last thing for today, because I've already got to get ready for my nap so I can get ready for work later. Maybe eat a little something before I go to bed. But this is, of course, the Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. We're just going to go ahead and chug this as a palate cleanser, since I already opened this. And then we're going to go ahead and call it a recording for now. Put the candy back in there. All right, let's go ahead and drink it. Cheers. May all of your, may everything taste like pickle. No, that's a terrible cheers. Bottoms up. Okay, with everything mixed with all the pickle stuff, this is still a very good beer. I could drink this better than I would actually drink Pabst. Honestly, I mean, I bought a 6-pack because if I could have found just one, I would have bought just one can because I didn't know what it was going to taste like. But I bought a 6-pack because that was what they had available. But honestly, I could drink this as is. It's actually pretty good. For a Pabst, it's better than I normally like Pabst. So, yeah, it gets my approval. If they still carry it by the time Wasteland comes around, maybe I'll buy a 6-pack. Or maybe I'll buy a 6-pack and sit on it until Wasteland comes around. Or maybe I'll buy the other pickle beer that my buddy Doc had in the earlier video. But anyway, let's go ahead and chug the rest of this, and then we're going to do a little bit of a sign-off. Ooh, that's good. I don't know if it's such a good idea to chug a couple beers and then go to bed and go to work, but that's what we're going to do. I'll be fine by the time I go to work, and more than likely I'll take the train anyway, so it won't really matter. I won't be driving all the way. That is a good beer. I still have 4 more of these. I will be drinking them at my own leisure. If you get a chance, go ahead and pick up the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Take a picture of yourself, post it online, tag me in it, tag Wasteland Talk in it. Do a short little reaction video if you want. Buy a 6-pack, save it for Wasteland. Buy a 6-pack, save it for your friends. Bring other people along for this ride, because why not? We don't know how long we're going to have these, and if we support it, who knows? I want bigger brands to take risk on flavored beers because I like a lot of variety in my beer. So who knows? All right. This has been Hatter with your Pickle Report. No, but thank you for watching. I did want to do this live-ish initially, but I don't quite have everything set up. There's been a lot of changes at my apartment. You can see I have a divider wall behind me. We've had to switch to like my partner having like a home studio for some of her work stuff, and the apartment is kind of a mess set sometimes. I don't have like the full nice backdrop that we had in Sacramento. I don't quite have all the music queued up. I had to reinstall my operating system on my computer, and that caused me to lose links and files that I got to reconfigure. But we are making do with what we have, and this has been some pickle tasting with Hatter. Thank you for watching. I will be posting this to YouTube later. I'm signing off. Let me also say, yesterday, let me see, today is the 23rd of May. Yesterday, May 22nd, was World Goth Day. Let me do a quick little brief. I've been in the goth community since I was 14 years old. I got into it from like the metalhead community. I got into metal music. I was even younger. Pretty much all my life. I feel like I was raised with the adults around me listening to like 80s classic, like new, like glam, but also like trashier metal. Guns N' Roses and Pantera and Def Leppard, kind of that almost glam metal, and like Kiss. Groups like that was definitely what I grew up with. I don't know if any of that's more of like a glam metal. And then from there I got into more of like the goth scene when I was 14. Goth music has always been a big part of my life since then. It has brought me to new places, found new communities, found new friends. When I lived in Sacramento for 6 years, the friends I had were the goth scene. The Wastelanders that I connect the best with often are crossover from the metal and goth scene and the Renaissance Fair scene. But there is so much crossover with metal and goth and Wasteland and Renaissance. It just always felt like home to me. And anywhere I go, any community that I'm a part of, any city that I move to, if I can find my goth community, those are my people. They welcome me with open arms. They show me true love and compassion. They want to know how my life is going. They want to keep up with me. They want to see me come out to the clubs. They want to see me come out to the events. Some communities are harder to penetrate than others, but for the most part, I find genuine care and honest love within the goth community. And I will always be grateful to them for what they've brought to my life. And I am always trying to give back where and when I can. One of the biggest, most significant things that I ever personally did for the goth community was give back during the pandemic. When we had COVID and everything got shut down and we all lost our clubs and we all lost our nights out, and my roommate Commodore lost his DJ nights, and he started streaming from our living room with like his cell phone and like his DJ setup. The best thing I knew I could do was help him bring a better experience to those who would listen to him. So that was when we built the first briefcase computer. That was when we set up our first soundboard. We set up his DJ stuff. We had two computers running at once. We learned how to stream better and how to turn our living room into a nightclub. And what we found was that the goth community, not only in Sacramento, but all over the world, coalesced and gathered around our little stream. And we ended up with fans all over the world. It was really incredible. We ended up with fans in Australia and Germany and Switzerland, France and England, and of course locally and across the United States and New York and Oregon. We always broadcast a live stream at the same time on a Sunday night when our local club would have gone on. And a lot of these people, no matter what time of the day it was where they are, they would stream in for the time that they could. If they were getting ready for work, if they were sitting down for dinner, if they were getting dressed up to dance in front of their TV, to dance in front of their laptop, they would take pictures of themselves in their goth wear. They would take pictures of the lights and everything that they had set up for their apartments. They would take pictures of them dancing in the living room. They would send it to us. They would donate money to us. They would help us cover our bills, help Commodore cover his gas. We built this amazing little community in the time of COVID. And in a big part of it too, we gave back to our Sacramento goth community. And from there, we had local bands hit us up about premiering their music. There was this band called Ashes Fallen. We got to premiere both of their brand new albums when they came out during COVID, or at least their brand new songs. We got to be the first ones to televise, to stream those on the internet. It was so incredible. And then later on, when Ashes Fallen had a show, they actually brought Commodore out, or DJ Carney Robber, to be their opening DJ. So we built this amazing community during that time. And it felt so good to give back to the goth community that has given so much to me over time, that I felt like I was keeping something together that mattered to all of these people. And eventually when COVID ended and we started being able to have people over to our apartment, we would have small gatherings in our living room and people dancing on camera. And then we eventually started doing like house parties where we'd have a small amount of people. We'd be dancing in the garage on camera, but we'd also have it on a PA system out to like the backyard, and people would be like social distance dancing out in the backyard while we were streaming in the living room, and people rotated in and out of the garage, and we would see them on camera. And we slowly built this up, and eventually we were able to come back to a full-on house party, full-on club. I believe that it is what helped elevate Commodore DJ Connie Robert to his current status. He gets to play in San Francisco. He gets to play in Reno. He's been up to Oregon. He goes out to Wasteland every year. His own goth resume and DJ resume has grown. And I feel like In Your House contributed to that a lot. So to all those who celebrate World Goth Day and all those in the goth community that I know and love, you're an amazing group of people. You're always my people. I'm so glad to be a part of this community. I'm so glad that myself and my partner are both able to be a part of the goth community. How much love and joy it has brought me. That I believe the same for them. The goth shows, the live bands, the club nights, the community, the people, all of my friends in Sacramento, all of my friends in all the different towns, Wasteland, all the different people I've met through my connection with the goth community. You guys are amazing, and I've been in this for 30 years, and I couldn't imagine ever not being a part of the goth community. That's how much it's meant in my life. So all of that to say, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching me taste these pickles. Thank you for this video that I've been able to make. I got to go and get ready for bed. I got to take a nap. I got to go to work tonight. This is Hatter, and I want to give a special, we used to do this on Wasteland Talk, a fuck you up to the episode. My fuck you of the episode is to the goth community. You guys are the best, and the Wastelanders, you guys are the best, and that crossover where you find it, even more amazing. Thank you all. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you all have a great Saturday, and fuck you. Go get some pickle flavored stuff. Try it. Send me a video. Let me know what you think. This is Hatter, signing out.
So it turns out there's no God. All of our hopes have been lost. We held our dreams to the